Alright, we got a cuff here. It's about an inch wide. It's got the rustic finish on it. And we're going to try to size it. So the key here is that copper is flexible, so we can we can move it around as we need to. So as you can see here, you want it to barely work over this way, and then you want to rotate it, and that's the fit that you're looking for right there. So you want it to barely fit over. So if for some reason your cuff was too small, you see here, then you would just grab it here, put your thumbs here, and then rotate it out just like that. And then if one side gets more, and then until we get just enough, slide across right there. Just want to work it across, slide it down. If it's a little loose, you can pick it up. See there? You want to worry how to slide it across, fit it on. Okay, same goes if it's too big. For some reason it's way too big. I don't know if you can see that. See there? Way too big. Cup it in your hand like this. Until you get it to where it just want to barely slide across. And that's how you want it to fit. Okay. Alright, now if for some reason it is too rounded at the top, you think it's too rounded, what you can do is take it, stand it up like this. If you have a rubber, this is a rubber mallet, and then you can just tap it on the top, and that'll give it that flatten out look there. And then you can see it's a little bit, I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit big. So what I want to do is bring that one side, just bring it, kind of flex it back in. Then now see it fits perfect, it slides across, and then just like that. That's all you gotta do. Alright, if for some reason you don't have a rubber mallet, then you can use a regular hammer or a small hammer. My other tool that I use is a smaller hammer. This is not a full-size hammer. This is about a half-size hammer here. And then you can take some cardboard. I recommend that you put some kind of cloth. I happen to have a sock right here. So you could put this sock across it like this, and then take your cardboard. It's kind of complicated to hold all together. Take your cardboard, hold it on there like that, and then kind of tap it like that. And this is just gotta be sure don't hit your fingers, you know, make sure your thumb's out of the way there, and make sure that you're still hitting square on top of the cuff. You want to hit square right on top of the cuff. And you don't want a whole lot of force because, like I said, copper is flexible. So just like a medium amount of force, just right on there, and you'll have the same effect of flattening out the top. And as you do that, you don't want to do a whole lot of that because it can tend to crack the finish. So you want to kind of hit it once, and then check the size, hit it again, check the feel. You don't want to go a long distance, like 5 or 6 hits before you check it, because you don't want to go a real far in bending it. Because if you overdo it, then when you're working it back and forth, if you go too far in each direction, then eventually you're going to crack your finish. it's going to start to crack right across here. And as you can see, whenever I go to bend it, I try to grab it close on either side of where I want to bend it at, so that I'm only putting pressure in that one spot where I'm wanting to bend it. If I wanted to just bend this side in, I would do it by grabbing it here and just kind of working with it, and I'd push in the center right here and kind of do it like that. And then if it looks like it's a little off, maybe I'd grab the other side, and you can see that I just kind of work it close to the points that I want it to bend, so that it doesn't bend across the whole front here, because you want to tell it where to bend. You don't want it to decide on its own. The other point that I came up with is, of course, you want it to be snug. Just like I said, you just do it like this, but you want it to be snug where it kind of drags. You don't want it to hurt, but you want it to drag your wrist. Just drag right across there, and maybe even have to work it across there according to your wrist size and shape. Everyone is different. Then the other thing is that as far as the comfort level of wearing it, I can wear mine. I wear it all day, every day. I don't have a problem. But sometimes I'll put it on and it'll feel weird. And, because maybe it's just a little cocked one way or another. Well, what I recommend with that, if it does just feel a little bit odd this way, just take it off, flip it over, slide it back on, and then try it that way. And sometimes it'll be just a little bit crooked, and it'll feel better if you just flip it around. The other thing would be to lay it down flat on a flat surface. As you can see, mine is pretty flat, but sometimes these corners might get twisted one way or the other in this process, and so you want to lay it down and make sure that it lays flat. If for some reason it doesn't lay flat, you can hold it like this and just work it just a little bit one way or the other. Your cuff should be pretty close to the right size when you get it, so you shouldn't have to work it a lot. But if for some reason you have to overwork it and end up cracking the finish on the top, then I guess you need to contact me, and then we'll see about what we can do about it. But you do want to try not to work it too much, because the finish can crack across the middle here if you're working these corners in and out. That's why, as you see, I try to work it out here on the outer edges, so that it doesn't put stress right across the middle here. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and again, you always can reach me at my email or through Etsy, and your positive feedback here on YouTube and also on my Etsy shop is appreciated. I'm trying to do the best work that I can, and I would like it if you let your friends know, and like my Facebook page, and share some stuff off my Facebook page.